Hey guys, this guy's Montana here, the original demo disc player before they decided to give it an abbreviation when it was just called what it was called. I hope everyone's doing alright and everything. Now this video here, we're going to talk about the broken matchmaking on the PlayStation 5 version of Grand Theft Auto Online. And this has been happening since, I do believe the last update, the bottom dollar update, or it might have even been the one before. But it is happening to more and more players that I come across now. But I'm just going to demonstrate here. You see me auto-invite, okay? So I'm going to I've clicked on the auto-invite, and it sent out a bunch of invitations through the PlayStation, and also in the game as well. And then now it's basically kicked me to the main menu. You can accept and report, or you can don't report. And here's the video clip that PlayStation has taken of the incident. Which I can then accept and report now to PlayStation. So the error has now been submitted. But here's the thing, guys. That doesn't do anything, okay? You're sending it to PlayStation, and they're not looking at that, or they're looking at it and they can't simply do anything. This has been happening to a lot of players, and I don't think it's PlayStation. I think it's actually Rockstar, because it's been happening, like I say, since the last update or so. And it's really frustrating if you're trying to play with random players. Now, we're going to go over a couple of little things which is going to cause this, and a couple of things where it will not kick you out, and you can still matchmake. Now, the things you don't want to do is auto-invite, because that's going to close the game down and let you send off the video to Sony. But that's not the only time that will do that. If you invite from last heist, so that's only like maximum 3 players, it will still close the game down for you. If you invite friends, it will close the game down for you. And if you invite crew, especially if you're in a big crew, you don't have to be, because let's say only 3 players will close the game down. It will close the game down for you. So do not click on any of those. It's really annoying. It will close the game. Now, the best way to invite players is to simply invite them through the PlayStation feature, where you basically press the PlayStation button on the controller, so the PS button. Just press it, don't hold it, and then you will see this box here. Click on this box, and then you can click invite to game. And you can invite them like individually by finding their names, or you can invite them if they're in a group. So if you're in a nice group, like we have a bunch of groups here where we run heists all the time, we can invite the entire group, and that will be 100 players in that group, and every single person in that group can just click on that one invite and just join the game. That is the best way to do it. Now, I know not everybody plays with other players that are on the friends list. But guys, let me just say this. If you're on a PlayStation 5 and you want to get some heists done, especially this week where it's double money, or any week it is, right? Join our Discord. It's going to be linked in the comments and the description of this video. And we will try and get you into one of our groups. We've got a bunch of groups that are filled to the max at the minute on the PlayStation, but we can always create another group and then pop people on trials and stuff. And then plus we'll kick players out that are obviously completely not active, and see if we can get you in on those PlayStation groups. But you can always join the Discord and ask on there. There's plenty of players active on the Discord. In fact, most of the players that are in the PlayStation groups are on the Discord anyway. For playing with random players, we've been testing a few things, and yes, you can still matchmake with random players. So that means dropping into random heists, and also having people drop into your heist where you're hosting the heist. It might take a bit longer, but here is how it works. You want to go into a public session. Now, when you're in a public session, you want to make sure it is on open. Now, open means players that are searching for heists through the phone option, where they can just drop into a random heist. They just want to play randoms. They don't want to talk to anyone. They don't want to do any of this sort of stuff. They just want to play the goddamn game, and they don't want to message anyone or talk to anyone or anything like that. That's just those guys. I know, I totally understand. That's how I play the game half the time anyway. But guys, here is the thing. When you are in a public session, you can invite everybody in the session. It's not going to kick you out of the game. You can send 30 invites. You can be in a 30-player lobby and invite the entire lobby. It doesn't kick you out of the game. The reason why I think it doesn't kick you out of the game is because they're all in the same lobby as you, or it's because PlayStation is not sending out the invites multiple times, and that is what's closing the game down. Like I said, I still think it's Rockstar's fault, but it's Rockstar's game sending out the multiple PlayStation invites that closes the game down. But for some reason, when it's sending 30 invites in a 30-player lobby, it doesn't do that. But guys, the main way you're going to be getting players to be playing in your heist, if you're looking for randoms, is making sure it's on open. Now, if a bunch of people start backing out and then you have a long period of time where it doesn't, no one's dropping in, but you got it on open, just back out, okay, and then just go back in. That usually refreshes you to the front of the list where people will start dropping in straight away, okay? Trust me, guys, we know how this works. We've been matchmaking with random players since forever on this game. And let me help you with matchmaking with randoms on another screen here. You see here where there's a little cutscene where it then gives you the option to pick the setup mission. Here at the beginning of the heist, you can only pick one setup mission, but there's the cutscene before it. And there will also be a part during the middle of the heist where you can choose different setup missions. What happens then, once you go onto the next screen, if somebody backs out, like you see somebody back out here, then you go to try and invite people. You know you can't auto-invite because that's going to kick you out of the game. And matchmaking on open and closed has now disappeared. Now you're pretty much screwed if you don't have a friend to drop in. So what you want to do is just back out by pressing circle, and then go in again, and you will straight away start on that setup mission without having to watch the cutscene again, and you can then put it on open, or even go into a public session and put it on open and invite everybody in the public session using that option. But yeah, guys, just keep that in mind. So, like, guys, I know this is going to be very annoying for new players. This is why we're making this video with how to matchmake with randoms. And a final tip for matchmaking with random players is making sure that your targeting mode is on assisted aim full and not in a free aim lobby, because you will be matchmaking with free aim players, and they are a minority in terms of the amount of players that play Grand Theft Auto Online. That is pretty much it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure you drop a like on the video, comment down below if you've got any other tips with this matchmaking hell on the PlayStation 5. And that's pretty much it. Have a lovely day. Godspeed. See you in the next one. Peace out.